All right, so this is Lecture 1, NRGY 243, Fundamentals of PV Design and Installation. So first things first, it's Friday of week 1, but what I want to do is move the lecture meeting time to Thursdays at 1. So Thursdays from 1 to 2:30. Two other things that I really want to emphasize, and I'm just going to write these down. I don't have my slick little bamboo pad with me at the moment, so I'm just going to write down the big picture goals of the course. All right. Of 243. So one is pass your NABCEP Certificate of Knowledge exam. So the Certificate of Knowledge exam tells NABCEP, which is the North American Board of Certified Energy Practitioners, NABCEP, North American Board of Certified Energy Practitioners, it tells them that you have the quantitative skills to do renewable energy projects. You know what the solar constant is, you know what the power laws are, you know what low voltage is, high voltage, battery storage, everything that we're going to cover in this class. So that's the point. The next couple steps becoming NABCEP certified are to be involved in a couple of installs. Now, we just had one very recently. We just had one install happen very recently on the Lomason building. So at some point during the course this spring, we'll go and take a look at that building. We'll go and take a look at the installation. We'll get up on the roof and take a look at what happened there. We also are in a neat little unique situation where we have another project that was funded. So 2 years ago, actually in NRGY 243, we had 2 separate projects that got funded through the CRELF. And if you want to write your own, it would be a good project as well. It's okay. This is well, before we get to CRELF, I'll tell you goal number 2. Hands-on. So that you can get to the next NABCEP. And there are a number of NABCEP levels, installer, etc. And to do this, we've got the solar trailer. The solar trailer was funded by the National Science Foundation. It was also funded by Northwestern Energy. So NSF and Northwestern Energy both funded this thing. It was built by On-Site Energy out of Bozeman. And the technicians there are Orion Thornton and Connor Darby. Okay. So that's one possibility. Connor and Orion have told me they need to come to Missoula and sort of finish building the trailer out. I mean, right now there are solar panels on top. We've got 3 types of inverters in there, but there's a little bit more wiring that they need to do. So this is another opportunity to do some hands-on. So I'm going to invite Connor and/or Orion to come out, do that, and involve the 243 class in that. So that's one opportunity. Another one So one is Lomason. This one's done. The Lomason project was written by Mark Hansen, and Joe Bauer. So Mark and Joe said, hey, we would like to write a proposal to do a solar project. Now, very valuable, because if you're going to go out and make an estimate, you need to know, where all of the where all the boxes are, what the roof looks like, what the loads are, what the codes are, et cetera, et cetera. They wrote this, they got it, and it's up. I don't know if it's been fully connected yet or not. There are a few issues with the final connection, which has to be done by a licensed electrician. Otherwise, it's not valid. So that might be the last step, and we'll check with Brian Kearns on that, because Kearns negotiated that with the Solar Plexus. Solar Plexus here in town did that one. Okay, the other one, I'll just call this CRELF Project 1. CRELF Project 2 is the West Campus. WC Solar. So this was Ryan Carson and a couple other students, but Ryan Carson led this one. He thought it kind of had a catchy title, WCSI. Remember the TV show? What did CSI stand for? Crime Scene Investigator. Okay, so WCSI. And his goal there was to hit the legal limit on installations, which currently in Montana is 50 kW. If you are just an ordinary I mean, you could put a larger array in, but then you actually become a primary source for the grid. You now have to have a PPA in place. 50 kW is the maximum if you want to be what's called net metered. So if you look around town, you see a few guys with pole mounts, a few with roof mounts. Usually it's like 2 to 3 kilowatts. It's enough to basically neutralize their electricity bill. That's net metering. 50 kW is the max. The West Campus buildings, perfect southern exposure. I think they've got maybe a 12 to 1, 16 to 1 pitch. Could be a little steeper, so the question is, do we rack them so they get a little more efficiency or not? But all that engineering has been done, and John Palm of Bozeman Greenbuild is doing that. And I think that would also be a really good hands-on for this semester's class. Bozeman.
John Palm, he's been here before.
I email him all the time on the, back and forth on the computer. I don't think I've met him. Maybe once, but it's just, I don't know.
I remember him coming over practicum.
John Paul for practicum?
I think so.
Okay.
One of the lunch presentations.
Could have been. He might have come in maybe a day when I was out or something. Okay, neat. All right. Another one, and this is a little bit of a long shot, because I don't know if it's going to be ramped up in time, but I was just in these meetings yesterday. Give me one quick second. Okay, so both of these CRELF projects were written by energy technology students, funded by CRELF, and CRELF stands for KLESS, K-L-E-S-S, Revolving Energy Loan Fund. The source of that, so there's a professor on main campus. His name is Robin Saha, S-A-H-A. He's giving his lectures in environmental studies. Some student in the back says, gosh, why are we sitting around and complaining so much? Let's do something. Let's put our money where our mouth is. So there's a $4 per semester fee. Students pay into this, and then students actually compete for those funds. You know, someone did a recycling over here, someone did shower metering somewhere else. I mean, there's just different energy conservation or renewable energy production things. We've got a little bit of money before to build our solar cars with these funds, so that's the CRELF. Now, a bigger project that's just going down is Northwestern Energy is donating or giving the city of Missoula $1 million to do a renewable energy project. They've already done one in Bozeman, they've done one in Helena, and now it's Missoula's turn. So I was just in the meeting yesterday. Dean O'Brien was there. The MCPS, Missoula County Public School Systems, was on the phone. Some city representatives were there, and it was one of the best meetings I've been to in a long time. Normally, you know, everyone's all like, weird, but everyone was sort of like, turn the page and let's just get this thing done. So there will likely be 4 or 5 50K installations on the schools. Hellgate, Big Sky, Sentinel, Willard, maybe a couple other ones. There's already solar on Rattlesnake, so $1 million. And it could be that those launch, and I'll try to get you involved in those as well as an opportunity. So Northwestern Energy. $1 million, and it's going to be solar PV, and most likely on high schools. And I think what they were thinking about is installing a total of about 350 kilowatts. Yeah, 350 kW. And so with that, so $1 million, 350 kW, it's about $3 a watt is what it comes in at, which is, you know, it's good, it's reasonable. The solar cells themselves, the panels themselves are coming in about 41 cents a watt, which is just incredible. Yeah, it was, you know, the price of PV has just dropped.
I think when I started, it was over $1.
Oh yeah, well
When I
over,
started
yeah.
this program.
Yeah, a couple, yeah, it's just dropped precipitously. So, anyway, so 350 kW or so, and the big debate yesterday, so, and this was interesting seeing the Northwestern Energy folks are like, we just want the biggest bang for our buck. You know, we want to get the most, you know, watts per dollar we possibly can, because that's what you do, right?
Right.
But Missoula's like, well, we would like to use this opportunity to allow as many young people in the community to see and touch solar. So when we go and, you know, walk into the basketball game at a Big Sky, we want to walk past the solar panels. When we come to son or daughter's play at Hellgate, we want to see the solar panel. So when we go over to the Sentinel for the track meet, we want to see the solar panels. So that seemed to be more Missoula's, let's use this as a neat little education opportunity rather than this, like, you know, giant,
This is what we're doing here.
yeah, you know, quick and dirty, get her done PV. So that was kind of the upshot of the meeting yesterday. And as these are going through, in fact, write this down, because I think there's a meeting, yeah, there is a meeting on Thursday, February 23rd. Does anyone have a calendar? Let's just double check that. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Thursday, February 23rd at 2 o'clock. So let's do that. So Thursday, and I would really like everyone in the class to be there if you can. You've got, because this is, I mean, even yesterday, yesterday, I went over to main campus, because my computer was not working. I sat down with a nice young man who was Polish. His father sent him to the United States from Poland to get a degree at, this is like too strange to be even true. Sent him to the University of Montana to get a degree in renewable energy. And he's been here for 4 years. This is his last semester, and he just found out about the program
Oh my God.
yesterday.
Oh my God. That's
So-
a common thing in the
So, guys, I don't know if I need to just give like a rock concert or something to get the main campus's attention, but like, we're here. Okay.
Maybe we need to go hang out in the Oval more.
We need to go hang out in the Oval with some solar, or yes,
That's
some
our problem.
rocket stoves, or yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
Well, thank you. Maybe that's where we're going.
But I guess my point was that the people in the meeting said, well, we need a curriculum. Someone has to be paid to develop a curriculum. Like, we have a curriculum. We do the practicum. We have got the Lance Nichols. We got the so. Yeah. We have it. And they said, and someone needs to build dual credit. We have it. You know, so it's there. Right. So anyway,
Go to this meeting.
go to the meeting, and one more tiny quick second. I mean, here's another deal. Okay, so just to reiterate, we're gonna have you pass this exam. A couple details. There's a fee. We're also gonna have you talk to Nina. About it, so she'll be the proctor. The date is TBD. Oops. And this serves as the final. You do not have to pass to get credit for the course, but you do have to take it. I think nationally the pass rate is it's higher than 50%, but not a heck of a lot higher. So it's somewhere between 50 and 75%.
It's pretty complicated.
It's not trivial, yeah. But Tim Chester has passed it, and he's got a great study guide, and he'll walk you through some of the problems. Okay, so this is the mind part. This is the hands part. Okay, all right, so save. Need the soul. Well, you already got the soul.
Figured out that part.
You brought the soul.
You get that part just for showing up.
243. All right, save. All right, and I'll just kind of peek through the, we'll just take a little peek at this thing. I don't even know if it's working yet or not. Oh, yeah. So there's a little paper that talks about some of these things. Some of them are cute, fun. Some of them not. Yeah.
The timeline.
Well,
There's a lot in there.
I
I
think-
didn't realize how far back it
yeah,
went.
yeah. I mean, I think it's reported that Galileo first thought of using focused solar as a weapon.
Yeah.
So there's your
Archimedes.
yeah. Stones to build the pyramids. Yeah, good luck with that one.
No, the aliens did that.
That's right.
So you'll find that in there.
Started, yeah. It was a good one, right?
Okay, so that's a good little little warm-up exam.
It was a good one.
Yeah. I'll make sure the due dates are correct, and then let's take a look at this one too. Read chapter 1. Yeah, based on the material and the text.
Oh, I didn't do those things.
Yeah. Here's my advice on this is look at the exam first and then go read the material.
Okay.
Um,
My book is supposed to be here by this.
yeah. If you need more time on it, I'm not going to be a stickler. Just get it done. Yeah.
You never know. They tell you, oh, it'll be there January 31st. It shows up February 14th. They did that to me last semester. Thankfully, he got the first 3 chapters all right. I like all these great.
Yeah. Most of this a lot of it you're gonna know from 101. Finish attempt. 101. You still remember 101? Tell me you don't. Come on.
3 years this year.
Mine's about to be too. 3 years is pretty, so yeah.
I mean, I'm sure I remember, just built on.
Right. That basic electricity quiz is super simple.
Good.
And it's on there twice, but it's the same exact quiz.
Oh, I wonder why this. Yeah, let's. I think I just need to delete one of these. Yeah, I'll just delete one. Not a prob. Okay. Yeah, I think when the course got copied over, these guys got duplicated. Yeah. Yeah. So this is. Yeah, this course moves right along. Right along. PV Watts quiz. Yeah. System components, generators, cells, modules, module A. Yeah, so it's like
Batteries.
a couple quizzes per week, and they're just little nuggets, based on the readings. And this course has been put together by, gosh, 3 or 4 different people. Greg Guccio worked on it a lot. Connor Darby worked on it a lot. So, but it seems a little Frankenstein. Maybe that's why. But there's a lot of good stuff in there. Charge controllers, multimeters, Outback manual.
And charge controllers are important.
Yep, they are. Inverters, string sizing, system sizing.
There we go.
Sample load chart. Oh my gosh, yeah. Flattening the duct curve. That's just the supply and demand curve, basically. Mechanical integration. Roof mount, pole mount installation. Electrical integration. Wire sizing, module spec sheet. Utility, permitting, inspection, troubleshooting. Yeah. Economic analysis, we'll hit that, and then finally, week 15, there's your, yeah. You might just, if I were to do anything and you just can't think of anything else to do, start reading that guy. Yeah.
5.9 megabytes? Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, or, maybe start with the quick study. Either one, they're right there for you. So, lots of good stuff in this shell. All right, I am going to call it good for the day. Hope to see you Thursday at 1. And I'll make sure that the due dates, everything are accrued in here.
Okay.
Super.